What is going on, my Houston Texans family? The Houston Texans just released their depth chart for this Sunday against the Indianapolis Colts. It is real. It is now here. We are less than 5 days away from this Sunday, guys. I am excited. It's about ready to see if the Houston Texans are going to shock the world. So we are going to run through the starters for week 1 on offense and defense. The Houston Texans have started 4 rookies. Shout out to GM Nick Caserio. We see the vision, and without further ado, your starting quarterback is Davis the General Mills, who has to prove himself this year. We all know the type of quarterbacks coming out next year. Did you see that guy from Florida who was absolutely looked like Lamar Jackson? I am excited for the QB talent coming out next year. It only puts the pressure on Davis Mills. Is he going to rise to it, or is he going to fall? That remains to be seen. And his running back will be rookie Dameon Pierce out of Florida. The hype is real. This is what we expected when we drafted him, and he showed it in his first preseason game that he could potentially be the franchise running back for years to come for this Houston Texans team. I love Dameon Pierce. I am excited to see him run through these NFL defenses, and his fellow rookie who will be creating the holes for him, fullback Troy Harrison, who changed from defensive end to fullback. This is such a great story. Made the 53-man roster. Excited for this young guy to just absolutely just wreak havoc. He said he is going to hit you in the mouth every single chance he gets. Excited for these 2 rookies in the backfield. Your wide receivers is no-brainer. Your number 1 is Brandon Cooks, who we haven't seen at all, but heard nothing but great things throughout training camp. He has been unguardable. When I saw him, he had multiple connections with Davis Mills, was just eating everyone else alive. Excited for Mr. Brandon Cooks, and excited for year 2 guy Nico Collins, who has showed out throughout the preseason. I think he has looked good. He is a mismatch, has 2 to 3 defensive penalties already called for him, and then that big go-ahead touchdown at the end of the half from Davis Mills. Nico Collins, I'm expecting a big year. Everyone is. Pharaoh Brown is still your starting tight end. Yes, we do expect O.J. Howard to at one point be the number 1. O.J. Howard is the tight end 3, still behind Brevin Jordan. That's okay. That's exactly what I love, right? I wouldn't want to see O.J. Howard out there week 1 starting, because he still needs to get acclimated to this playbook. So shout out for the coaching staff for realizing that and having this man pay his dues. Pharaoh Brown has looked good in training camp. We haven't seen him all in preseason. And Brevin Jordan has had a case of the drops, and who knows if that's going to carry on to this season. We might see O.J. Howard sooner than later, ladies and gentlemen. And your offensive line, a big surprise. Laremy Tunsil is your left tackle. Well, that's not the surprise there. You're expecting him to have a bounce back year after, an injury plagued season. Excited for Big 78. But the fact that Justin McCray is your starting left guard and not Kenyon Green, that kind of frustrates me and worries me. I saw Justin McCray myself get his ass worked continuously by Derek Rivers and Rasheem Green and Jerry Hughes in training camp. I didn't even know his name. I just said, damn, who the hell was 64? He's just consistently getting beat. And I know that Kenyon Green is coming off a concussion. However, he played that damn good in that San Fran preseason game. Lovie Smith said he is healthy and ready to go. We need to see that. I would have loved to see Kenyon Green start week 1. Justin Britt is your center. Veteran A.J. Ken, who came with offensive line coach George Warhop, is your right guard. And Titus Howard is getting the chance at right tackle, his natural position. I am excited to see if there is something there with Titus Howard. He's been moved throughout his whole career. We need to see some development. Going on to the defense, as we know, we are going to run that 4-3. Excited for it. Your defensive end, Jonathan Grenard, coming into his 3rd season. We are looking for that double-digit sacks. He had 8.5 last year. Got injured towards the season. Went on. This preseason had some nice plays against the Rams. Had some nice plays against the 49ers. There's no reason why Jonathan Grenard should be getting the sacks, the double-digit sacks. I mean, his other defensive end on the opposite side is veteran Jerry Hughes, who's looked good in training camp and who flashed in that 49ers preseason game. This is a veteran. He is going to contain the edge. He is going to put pressure on Matt Ryan and consistently throughout the season. I love the other rotations we have. Mario Addison, Rasheem Green. We all thought Rasheem Green was going to start. It's veteran Jerry Hughes. Excited for this pass rush all together. Your two interior guys, Malik Collins and Roy Lopez. No surprise there. There was just no spot on this team for Ross Blacklock. Rookie Kurt Hines absolutely outplayed him. It is a sad situation. We should have had Jonathan Taylor, but these two defensive tackles, Collins and Lopez, I have no issue throwing them out there week one. Both have looked great, and both are going to be looking to build with their second seasons with the Houston Texans. Your three linebackers are your veterans. No surprise there. I told y'all many times we are in love with Christian Harris. He is on injury. Garrett Wallow, it's in second year. Maybe we see a lot of playing time, but maybe he doesn't start week one. Kamir Grugier-Hill, Christian Kirksey, and shout out to my man Neville Hewitt for not only making the 53-man roster, but starting week one. This is your veteran line backing group. Each of these guys in their own respective way have had multiple tackles throughout each season. Neville Hewitt with the Jets, 100 tackles. Kirksey with the Browns had 100 tackles. Not too sure on Grugier-Hill. I have to do my research on that. But I don't mind them throwing out these guys, knowing that Blake Cashman and Garrett Wallow and Jalen Reeves is back there. All guys who can make plays on the ball with their athleticism. Excited for that. And your secondary, this is the first time in a long time I feel great about this. Your two corners, Derek Stingley, Steven Nelson. Derek Stingley being your number one guy. And your two safeties, rookie Jalen Petrie. And shout out to my man Jonathan Owens, who finally made the 53-man roster. This is the unofficial depth chart for week one. These are your starters. I'm excited. Let me know what you think. As always, go Texans. You guys have a blessed day.